No.
I just have one question for the Black Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know why we don't get along so well. We try everything to get along, like we want to go to parties.
Who do? Who
Like
try everything to get along?
we the African, like
Oh,
we that
you
come
sure?
from.
You sure about that, Amy?
Yes, we trying, but
You
the only
positive about that, Amy?
yeah, let me finish. The only
I know.
problem
I'm
is
just telling you. Don't make those kind of statements because, Amy, that's not true. But go
it
ahead.
is. Let me finish. Let me finish. We trying, but the problem is that we scared. It's because we scared to go too close because the way you guys celebrate your party is like either it's gonna be a fight or something break
Child,
up.
here we go.
So we scared for like we don't feel safe around. But if the
Wait a
environment is
minute. Y'all
safe,
over there beating each other with bushmeat bones over the head, and you mean to tell me you scared of a black American?
That's cap.
like when we go to parties, it's like very decent to dress nice. But like when you guys have your party, it's gonna be fights. Maybe they have something. They're gonna hurt each other. So we have to put. Well, that's why the reason why we don't go to parties, we don't hang out with you guys because you
We
guys are
do more
different.
than party, Amy. Don't go to the
You guys,
party.
you guys are different than us. You smoke, you do things. We don't do all those
Yeah,
things.
we are very different. We have family reunions, and that's something y'all would never know about. We have Zydeco's trail rides.
We
Of
got
course,
birth
y'all wouldn't know how to get
certificates.
down with us. And
Absolutely.
birth certificates.
That's right. That part,
This
birth
is so
certificate.
So, Amy, if I was you, I wouldn't be afraid to go to a Black American party. Just get you a little can of mace or something in case something pop off. And if you truly scared, just stand by the door. Just stay by the door until you get comfortable. Until then, just stay by the door, child.
And when one
Can
black
I ask
person
her a
runs, you
question?
run too.
Hold
Yeah, you
on,
can't
Auntie.
flee. You can't flee from your country with a scared mindset. You got to be about that life. You got to be about that action.
I hope we helped you. Did that explain it a little bit for you, Amy?
Yes. So you said don't be afraid. Just go to the party, even though they don't invite me.
Well,
Oh, well,
how
that's
you know what happened, then, Amy?
You can't even
If
get
you
into
ain't
the
been
party, but you
invited,
know.
you want to get
yes,
invited to
indeed.
a party, Amy? Would you like to be invited to a Black American party?
I think
Yes, I
Amy,
like to go there because I've never been in American party though. Because the way they're talking about it is so bad. Like they say, oh, Black American, they have this, they'll kill you, they'll hurt you in the party.
Under
So we are
like
scared
under
to.
a teacher. So who told you
Yeah.
that, Amy? Who said that about us?
Because like every time Black American have a party, either there's a police around or they arrest somebody
start
or there's
watching
gonna be a fight.
movies.
Where are you
Yeah, it's
getting
the
your
movies.
It's
information
not a
from?
movie.
Can
Can
I
I
just
say
share
something?
one thing, Miss Love?
Yep,
So
and
a lot
then
of
Vander. Go
yes,
ahead,
ma'am.
so and then
A
hold
lot
on,
of
Amy. Some people want to talk to you. So then Vander.
okay, Miss Amy, it's like this, especially in the South. They're gonna hire security for your safety. It's not necessarily because something is gonna happen, but it's just to protect the people. It's okay if police are there. It's for your own protection, but don't believe what you see on those movies because we know how to have a good time without all the extra nonsense. And I'll end.
Go ahead, Vander.
I'm over here laughing, so forgive me for the way I'm talking. But I kind of feel you, Amy. I think you got it mixed up though. You got partying mixed up with clubbing. Okay. Now now understand this, Amy. The black culture in America is the heart of entertainment. Okay, so the black culture is obviously the biggest and most attractive culture of what you call partying. Okay, and so everybody ends up mimicking what we do in the club. Meaning now I see in China they got bottle women and rap music. I'm like, what the heck? And they sagging. And it's like I understand they're following our culture. So if you want to go to a party now, that's something like what your church a throw or something. Okay, ain't nobody gonna bother you there. Ain't nobody gonna bother you. But if you want to go clubbing, now clubbing is entirely different. Okay, and so Clubbing, you don't need no invite. You just need to go stand in that line. The longer the line, the more the chances of having a good time. That's all that is.
She probably need to go to a cabaret.
Right. You don't need to go to no club now. Don't go in no club where they got bouncers and all that, because that's what you afraid of. And you're gonna stand out.
And Amy, what state you from? What city you in?
Virginia.
They don't have no club. Do they have casinos in Virginia?
No.
No. Okay. Well, yeah. Hold on, Queen. You want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say to Amy that we know how to have a good time, and we're not out when we go out, we're not out to harm people. And I like what the brother was saying about clubbing. There's a difference between clubbing and going to like a cookout or a party. And as far as like us getting together and gathering, when we gather together, we're there to have a good time. And you are most welcome to come and join us. Don't be afraid of us. Okay?
And I wanted to add something, Miss Love. Lovey, I think she's really genuine in this question. And you're being in Virginia. I'm sure if you ask one of your coworkers or someone and you tell them how you feel and you express to them how you feel and you just let them know you do want to go with them and have a nice time in their own setting or whatnot. I think we are the most welcoming people. We've shown that throughout generations. Black Americans are some of the most welcoming people. And so I'm sure your friends will have no problem inviting you, and you'll go out and you'll have a nice time. Just let them know how you're feeling. And we know how to empathize.
Wait a minute, Shaw. Amy, do you have Black American friends?
No. Like
thought
every time I try to make friends with Black American, it's like either they want me to cook for them, they make friends with me just to cook. Then the friendship will never last.
Now I know she.
Oh, Amy, can you cook me African food? I don't know how to cook. And then then they started cursing me if I don't do it. So that's why I never last with African American.
Right. I was gonna give you a few pointers. Okay, so when you go out into these spaces, right, you don't want to hang out with the young folks. You want to find some people that are, mature and grown and sexy. You go out with people that are, in their, in mature ages. Those young folks, those are the ones that's gonna drink and clown. You don't want to hang out with them. You want to hang out with people more like your age. I don't think they do cabarets other places other than Michigan, do they?
Oh,
What you think, Loves?
I don't know.
I don't think they do. We the ones that do the cabarets. They don't do cabarets like that.
Oh,
I was gonna
Vander,
say
I'm
maybe
gonna
like
rotate you down. Thank you for coming up. And
What
who
you-
else? Ooh, well, we got to get, but Vander, just you for now. You can come back up. I got to rotate the stage though.
All right.
Thank
like
you.
sport.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, American.
I was gonna say like sports lounges, stuff like that. Go hang out at the casino, have you a couple drinks and gamble a couple dollars that you may have that's free.
Yeah,
Do
they don't
stuff
have
like that.
casinos, she said. They be having live entertainment, people dancing.
Oh
stuff
yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
But she have to be open-minded, Miss Love. I mean, with that
Yeah.
mindset, she's not going to make a bunch of friends.
Oh yeah, no, because how long you been in the United States, Amy?
20 years.
And you don't have one Black American friend?
No, I don't. I have this lady. She's like my friend. I'm trying to be so close, but all she wants is my food, like cook for me.
But so that's one person out of 20 years?
Yes, and I really
you don't
like
like
her.
Black Americans. You scared of us. So
Yeah,
it's probably best you just stay in your
No,
shit.
I like Black Americans, but like the experience that I have with her, like I'm trying to cook, but after that she started cursing me. So I'm scared. Like, why is she cursing me and I don't do anything to her?
But
I can cook.
it's 40 to 50 something million Black Americans. So you gonna be scared of all 40 something plus a million.
But why quick thing they started cursing? Why they always cursing? That's the problem.
We all call it's a part of our culture to cuss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have
Culture.
white tea friends, Amy?
No, I don't have no white friends. But it's just I want to make friend with Black American, but they started cursing. So they just comes from nowhere, like you don't do
Who you
anything.
friends with? Who you only your only other Africans? That's your only group?
Yes.
That's
Oh,
how they
okay.
are, though.
I
No
know. We
surprises.
understand. We used to that. We not surprised by that. Yeah.
So like you cuss for fun, you just cuss for fun.
Hell yeah.
Y'all
We
Figuratively.
cuss in
like
y'all
it.
language.
We
I
like
just
it.
don't cuss in English,
Oh.
please.
Miss
Right,
Amy,
cussing
what
is
part of
fun.
what
I
part of
don't know what
Virginia?
you're
What part
talking
of
about,
Virginia
girl.
are
You
you
better
Can
in?
I
add
ask you a
into some of
question?
this. Cussing
Yeah.
feel good.
Go ahead,
That's how
young
we express
RJ.
ourselves.
All right. Number one, how old are you,
Good question.
Miss Amy?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm gonna be 44 this May.
All right, you 44, so you're around my sister's age bracket. Um, what you mean like you scared in Virginia? I've been to Virginia a few times. Like, there's no reason to be scared. From what I know, people have common courtesy compared to living in New York City. So I don't understand.
Yeah,
What city?
that's right.
And hospitality down there.
That's right. That's right.
That's military city.
So,
My son is in
so
Norfolk.
it can't be people in Virginia because like I've been to Virginia, like I said, compared to New York City,
Yep.
people have a lot of common courtesy and very respectful. So you sure it's not you?
What part of Virginia she live in, though? Amy,
Yes.
what part of Virginia do you live in?
Richmond.
Oh, they're not rowdy like that there.
Nah, she capping.
They're
No,
Oh,
Southern.
no,
Yeah, because I
Amy.
knew
They're
something
not
had to
rowdy
be
like
off.
that there.
yeah. I
Because
want to say I thought she was. I thought she was maybe in the Bronx of New York. Now we can be very rowdy up here.
Yeah, New Yorkers, we're
And I
tougher.
am a New Yorker. We can be very rowdy and very intimidating. And I was thinking maybe she might have been in the Bronx. This is where I'm from. I moved to Westchester County, but I was almost kind of feeling a little, soft for her. But when we talk about New York, Black Americans in New York and Black Americans in the South has a very, very good reputation for Southern
Yeah,
hospitality. When you talk about a person from Virginia, North Carolina, where my mother is from, those places, we know right away Southern hospitality. So I'm really shocked to hear that. Now, if you
maybe the
said you were
problem
in the
is Amy.
Bronx, if you said you got that kind of treatment in the Bronx of New York or Brooklyn, any of the five boroughs, I can see that maybe it depends on what part of New York you were in. I can see you might, feel intimidated in those kind of scenarios, but not. I find that hard to believe in from Virginia. You've been there for so many years. That's amazing.
Amy, are you trolling? Because I don't understand how you can come from Africa and say that. Those people act like I've seen stuff and they act sometimes worse than Americans do when they go out.
Like heathens.
Right. Are you trolling?
Well, you see, Africa is very big. It depends how you were raised. If you raised in a good home, some people live in a poor neighborhood. Some people raised in a poor background, like villages.
Hey,
So
Amy.
Africa,
Amy, how do you feel about since you've been here 20 years, 20 plus years, and you don't have a Black American friend yet? How do you feel about Black Americans sitting down with white T Americans and putting 100-year ban on Africans and Caribbeans from coming into the United States and denaturalizing African and Caribbean immigrants? How do you feel about that?
well, for me, I'm okay because America is a land of opportunity. Everybody can come and follow his own dream. Everybody come to make
No,
a
no, no.
living.
You didn't hear me. What do you feel about us putting a stop to that? Our president right now, he's trying to put a stop to that. So we're trying to. How do you feel about Black Americans sitting down with white tea and we're going to push this agenda and pushing an agenda to close our borders for 100 years from Africans and Caribbeans because y'all cannot assimilate.
She's a perfect example if she can.
How do you feel about that?
Hi, I'm here with Amy, listening to her have the conversation,
Uh-huh.
and then I think she is struggling to answer this question. I thought I would answer for her.
Oh, you heard
And
African friend. Do you have any Black American friends? or
I
no,
do.
you do? Why don't you find it strange that Amy been in the United States of America thanks to Black Americans fight and struggle, I'm sure, and she can't find nothing in herself to even tolerate the Black American. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I just think it's something that's done individually.
Mm.
Yeah, with
Okay, go
everybody.
ahead.
Everyone has a different exposure.
Okay.
And Miss Love, just for the record, she didn't say that she couldn't tolerate the African
Yes, she
American. She
did.
was
Basically,
she said she was
hold
scared of.
on. No, yeah,
She was
scared. That
scared.
means if you
Yes.
scared, hold on. If you're scared of her,
She's scared of the interaction she's had
hold
so
on. If
far.
you're scared of a people, 40 to 50 million people that helped build this country and fought for the civil rights that allow her in here, don't you think she probably shouldn't be in Black Americans' country?
And
Yeah,
No.
it's her
She
Miss
personality.
Love,
said
if I invite you in my hood right
I
now,
heard her
you
say
would
that
be
she's
scared too.
tried.
I
I
believe
heard
that.
her say she's
If I
I'm
tried.
invite
not
you
scared
over,
of
you would
hood.
be
If
scared.
I what I see in Africa 9, people beating each other up,
I
drilling
bet
each
you if
other.
I had invite you in my hood, you would be scared too.
Can I
Oh,
say
oh,
finish
Yeah,
up
go
Amy?
oh.
ahead,
So
Amy
yes,
friend.
thank you.
Go ahead.
So if the borders were closed up and nobody from another country was allowed to come in, I really cannot foresee how the experience would be, because this whole world has become like a whole global village. And if there's no interaction from one country or one continent to the other, it doesn't affect somebody who hasn't been before, because they haven't had a life in here, they haven't built anything in here, so it really wouldn't affect them. They'll just end up building where they are. There are people who are in Africa who hasn't been here before, but they live a luxury life. They have never traveled outside the continent, but they live a very luxury life. And they don't wish to. And there are others too who also visit and shop, which is also like spending money, but doesn't live. They go back because there are so many people I've encountered who said that I don't know how you guys do it, because they cannot be on the certain the social aspect, right? Because when you come into the country that you didn't grow up in, that social aspect that you started with, it gets lost for most people. So they cannot really understand how like I'm from Ghana, she's from Sierra Leone.
Okay,
And
so
in
let me
Ghana,
ask you
the
something.
social aspect is different. I don't know
Okay,
how it
hold
is in Sierra
on.
Leone.
So have
So
you introduced Amy to your Black American friends?
no, I have not introduced Amy to my Black American friends.
Why?
And it's where I am with Amy. With Amy. It's not a friend that I hang around with all the time. We meet from time to time.
Oh, do you
Yeah,
hang around your
and
Black American friends often?
um, it's usually people I've met through work. That some of them have become we've become closer than others.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and with me, I socialize with anybody who is willing to socialize with
Yeah.
me.
Oh, so Amy's special.
Yeah.
I get it.
But
Okay.
some people are hesitant. With me, it takes a long time for me to get close to somebody. And
Yeah.
when I get close, and then like Amy was saying that when she gets close, people try to get her to like cook. They just want her to cook for them. I tell people I don't know how to cook. So don't, if it's you coming because of cooking, hey, let's stop it right here.
That was one
Okay.
person. That was one person. But look, that was one person asked Amy to cook. Go
And
ahead,
then,
so.
and I have but I think a lot of people have experienced that, because at work, like my colleague that I share office was having it was a birthday, and I told another Ghanaian lady, I said, oh, can you just create a little jollof rice for her, because cooking is not my thing. She said, oh, I don't want to do it, and then I'll be asked to do it over and over. I said, no, it's not going to happen. She said, say it's from you. And I said, no, it's from you. But I'm not, it's not going to happen. I'm the one asking on behalf. She doesn't know that she's not asking. I'm the one asking, right? So sometimes people draw back because it's like, take, take, take. sometimes,
She
yes,
only
with
asked
a
you to cook
relationship.
one time. Go ahead, Soul.
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to add that that's that victim mentality that I talk about all the time in regards to those Africans. But she have to work on herself because we are good people to be around, to hang around. We'll give you the shirt off our backs until you cross us, right? And a lot of Americans is not going to eat from anybody. We very funny about who we eat from. So I can't believe it's all about cooking. She got to work on herself first and
No,
be
I'm saying she said
open-minded.
that, and another person also said that to me, right? But I told her that no, it's not going to happen like that because with me, I don't experience that because I don't cook. So I cannot take their experience, right? And the thing is that no matter the situation, every culture, every country, every continent has somebody that acts a certain way that may act different from the norm. So maybe her experience, if she navigates it to another side of another group of African Americans, she may have a different experience than where she's usually spent her time with. It's like change your playground, change your friends kind
Yeah.
of thing. So maybe if she moves into a different
Yeah,
setting,
shout out to that. A lot of
yeah.
us like being called Black Americans now, just for the record. And also, it would be different, Amy friend, if we were going to, Africa, if we was going to Sierra Leone, being scared of Africans. That's like us going to Africa, being scared of Africans. Like, who does that? But we're going to reset the room. Shout out to everybody in the room. We got 201 people in here, and we're so grateful to have you all. Can you please tap the screen?